Daniel Evans wasn't the type to stand out. He wore the same worn-out flannel shirt most days, drove an old Ford that rattled like a can of bolts, and lived in a two-bedroom apartment above a corner bakery with his 8-year-old daughter, Lily. That particular Tuesday, he was late. Again, rushing into Maplewood Elementary's brightly lit hallways, sweat on his brow and guilt in his heart. The parent-teacher meeting had already started. Mothers in tailored blazers and fathers in crisp button-downs filled the room with the scent of designer perfumes and the polite hum of educated chatter. Daniel slipped in quietly, taking the only seat left, at the back, next to the janitor's closet. He hadn't meant to be late. He'd taken a second shift at the garage to pay for Lily's new glasses. But lateness seemed to define him lately. He scanned the room until he spotted Lily's teacher, Ms. Ramirez, sharp, kind-eyed, mid-30s. And next to her, the principal, Dr. Claire Hastings. Upright posture, composed smile, and the kind of presence that made people sit straighter. The meeting droned on, grades, school events, volunteer hours. Daniel, head down, kept silent until Ms. Ramirez said, and finally, Lily Evans. Heads turned. Daniel looked up. Lily, Ms. Ramirez said, smiling, is extraordinary. Not just academically, but emotionally. She brings extra snacks to school for classmates who forget theirs. She comforts others. Last week, she offered to read to a kindergartner because she noticed he looked lonely. There were soft murmurs of approval. Daniel's chest tightened. Ms. Ramirez looked directly at him. She told us, my dad says kindness doesn't cost anything, but it's worth more than money. The room went quiet. Daniel looked around, a little embarrassed. Dr. Hastings cleared her throat and stood. I'd like to share something, she said. Yesterday, I noticed Lily staying after school. I asked why. She said she was waiting for her dad, who sometimes runs late, but always comes. Daniel stiffened. She said, he never breaks his promises. Even when he's tired, even when he's sad, my dad keeps showing up. The silence was now reverent. I went to check if he'd arrived. I found him in the parking lot, under his car. He was fixing a leak so he could make it home. He was covered in oil but smiled like he'd just won the lottery when he saw her. Everyone turned toward Daniel. His cheeks flushed. Claire stepped closer. You don't know this, Mr. Evans, she said softly, but I watched you for a few minutes. You kissed your daughter's forehead and told her she made your day just by being her. I haven't seen that kind of devotion in a long time. Daniel shifted in his seat, unsure what to say. I've met lawyers, CEOs, and professors at these meetings. But not all of them show the quiet strength you do. You walk in here late and simple, she smiled gently, but you walk in with heart. Then, she said something no one expected. Marry me. Laughter rippled through the room. Daniel blinked, stunned. I'm joking mostly, she added, her voice light but eyes serious. But the truth is, we need more people like you. People who lead with love, not pride. The emotional peak swept through the room like a warm tide. A few parents dabbed their eyes. One father clapped, starting a wave of applause that left Daniel humbled and speechless. On the way out, Claire stopped him near the doors. I meant what I said, she said, this time in a whisper. Not about marrying me, unless you're considering it, she grinned. But about who you are. Lily's lucky. The world needs your kind of love. Daniel looked at her, eyes soft. Thank you, he said, voice rough with emotion. That means more than you know. As he and Lily walked out under the soft glow of the streetlights, her small hand in his calloused one, Daniel felt something shift, not in his wallet or his watch, but in his heart.